The issue we're talking about is the collegial leadership of professionals within professional service firms. There's something unusual about partnership-led firms in that the partners have a brand of partnership. It's a brand that's recognized in the market, and they're also sitting at the top of a normal management hierarchy. And because those two things append to each other, they are seen as a group of leaders. So the question that each individual partner has is not whether they're a leader or not, it's whether they're a good or a bad leader. And the people that work for the partners in a professional firm will scan up to the partnership whenever they lose context or lose state and simply look at them and say, "What's the plan, boss? What are we doing?" So there's a requirement for each partner in a firm to operate as a leader in real time. And if that leadership is absent in some way, then they get labeled as bad leaders, and the professionals that work for them just keep scanning on to find somebody that they can vest their trust in to allow commitment around somebody else's leadership. Now, the other issue around professional firms is this issue of collegiality. All professional firms describe themselves as collegial, but we see it as a dimension, because when we ask firms, what does your collegiality mean? We get very different answers. And there's a dimension from what we call social collegiality, where people have common backgrounds. We're all lawyers, we're all accountants, we're all architects. So there's a lot in common. Common backgrounds around education, common clients often. Get together at lunch and it's great, it's good fun and there's lots to talk about. But when you go back to work, it's your own client, your own team. You get on with your own stuff. Management is great as long as they don't interfere with what I do. And some great firms operate that way. The other end of the dimension, there's a construct that we call disciplined team collegiality. And what we mean by that is the whole firm goes to the market as a team. Clients are institutionalized, management has a role, we have a role, we know our roles, and we get along fine. And they're both very natural work styles, but they're very different in the leadership propositions within them. So the underlying issue here is that in this collegial environment, as I stand as a single partner, what our followers see is a partnership. So if we're in a specialist group and perhaps there's 5 partners in that group, and one of them is a problem, has a problem with leading, is a bit difficult. Those followers look up to us and they don't see me or him, they see us. So our colleagues' problem is also our problem. And their ineffectiveness in leadership creates a problem with my leadership. And it needs to be collectively managed. So collegial leadership as a partner in a professional firm isn't just about the team. It's not just about the clients, who we also have to express leadership to through our brand as a partner, but it's also about our other partners and ensuring that they operate as role models in the way that I would expect them to operate as one of their colleagues. Now, if that collective deal isn't met, then the whole leadership of the organization depresses and goes to a default position where people just do their jobs because they're decent people, as opposed to committing to being led by a group of partners that they respect and trust.